Okay, The Art of Drumming, Volume 1, Reading Text in 4/4. Today, we're on page 32, and I'll do the best I can to explain the different mathematical figures or arithmetic figures on this page. Uh, if you notice, there are no accents, nor are there any dynamic markings. So therefore, you want your right hand and your left hand to sound the same. So, and also you want to use alternating strokes when you're learning this. The right hand and the left hand should sound the same. Uh, Also, what I'd like to say here, uh, those who are not familiar with Joe Morello's Master Studies #1, he has a table of time. And, you know, if you want to play the whole page, that would be fine. That's great for you. But what I would recommend as a, not a, well, a prerequisite or a preliminary kind of warm-up is going from line 1 to, say, line 6 uh, on that particular page, his table of time. Because what you're doing here is you're taking groups of 1, groups of 2, groups of 6, groups of 5, groups of 4, so on and so forth, and you get a feel for the different time changes within the measure. For example, if I did play Joe Morello's table of time, the way he presents it, like going from quarter notes to quarter note triplets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 1/8 notes, I'm making a change. And triplets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 16ths, 1E and the 2, 3, groups of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2 and 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Now I did put an accent here and there, but it's best to work that. So you get the feel of the transition, say, from groupings of 4 to a triplet, or groupings of 2 to a triplet, or whatever the grouping might be. Now, with that all being said, like I said, I play my bass drum 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to start the instruction now, but at the end of the video, I will give you contact information and some specials that I'm running on the books. Okay, so I'm going to do the best I can as far as breaking the measures down. Let's do page 32, line 1, measure number 1. Here we go. 1, play. 1, 2, 3 and the 4 and the. Line number 1, measure number 2. Let's beware of the tie. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the. Remember to note that it's tied to, we do not play. I'll do the second measure, line 1 again. 1 and the 2 and the 3, 4. Okay, line 1, measure number 3. 1 and 2 and 3, E and the 4 and the. Now, what I said about the different feels of the groupings of 2, and groupings of 4, and groupings of 3, you can see how by knowing or working with the table of time, how that's going to help you feel this a lot better. And I'll do line number 1, measure number 3 again. 1 and 2 and 3, E and the 4 and the. Okay, measure number 4, line number 1. We have 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 E and the 4 E and the. Again, line number 1, measure number 4. 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 E and the 4 E and the. Okay, line number 2, measure number 1. Now be careful here because you have to take the note values and put them in the right place. Line 2, measure number 1. 1 E and the. I'm sorry, the does are rest. 1 E and the. Then you have 2 E and 3 E and the 4 E and the. Line 2, measure number 1 again. 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 E and the 4 E and and the. Line 2, measure number 2. Here we go. 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 E and the 4 and the. All right, line 2, measure number 3. 1 and the 2 E and the 3 and 4 and. Be careful of the 16th note triplet going into the 8th. That would be 3 and. Let's do line 2, measure number 3 again. 1 and the 2 E and the 3 and 4 and. Okay, that's a misprint also. There should be an 8th note rest there, and I apologize for that. So if you'd like, on line 2, measure number 3, we're on the second downbeat. That's 2 E and. What you need to do there is cross the 16th note rest out and put an 8th note rest there. And it will be played again. We'll do it again. 1 and the 2 E and the 3 and 4 and. Line 2, measure number 4. 1, 2 and 3 E and the 4 and the. Now I'm not playing the da because it's tied over to the da. I'll do line number 2, measure number 4 one more time. 1, 2, 3 E and the 4 and the. Line 3, measure number 1. Slow. 1 E and the 2 and the 3 E and the 4 and. Line 3, measure number 2. 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 E and the 4 E and the. Okay, line number 3, measure number 3, slow. 1 E and the 2 and 3 and 4 E and the. Line 3, measure number 4. 1 E and 2 and 3 and the 4 and the. Again, the tie is tied over to the da of the triplet, and you do not play the da. You're playing the first 2 notes of the triplet. Again, I'll do line 3, measure number 4, slow. 1 E and 2 and 3 and the 4 and the. Line 4, measure number 1, nice and slow. 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 E and the 4 E and the. Again, line 4, measure 1. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and the. Line 4, measure number 2. 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 E and the 4 E and the. Line 4, measure number 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Line 4, measure number 4. 1 and 2 E and 3 and 4 and the. Line 5, measure number 1. 1 E and the 2 E and 3 E and the 4 E and the. That's a dotted 8th note rest equals 3/16. I'll do line 5, measure number 1 again. 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 E and the 4 E and the. Okay, measure number 2, line 5. A 16th note, then a dotted 8th note rest. And then a quarter note, and then triplets. Okay, here we go. Line 5, measure number 2. 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 and the 4 and the. Line 5, measure number 3. Be careful of the tie. Okay, here we go. Where's that tie? I'm seeing ties now. All right. Line 5, measure number 3. 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 and the 4 and the. Line 5, measure number 3 again, a little slower. 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 and the 4 and the. Okay. Another mistake, I guess. Line 5, measure number 4. Let's eliminate that one. That should be, again, an eighth note rest there. I don't know why that is occurring. So if you want to do line 5, measure number 4, you have the 2/16, which is 1E. Then you have a 16th note rest. That should be an eighth note rest. So if you want to scribble that out and put an eighth note rest in there, that would be fine. And then I'm going to demonstrate that with as an eighth note rest. 1E and 2 and 3 and 4E and Line 6, measure number 1. 1E and 2E and 3E and 4 and. Line 6, measure number 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Line 6, measure number 3. 1 and 2E and 3, 4. Again, I'll do it a little slower. Line 6, measure number 3. 1 and 2E and 3, 4. Line 6, measure number 4. 1E and 2E and 3 and 4 and. Okay, let me do that again. Line 6, measure number 4. 1E and 2E and 3, 4. Line 7, measure number 1. 1E and 2, 3E and 4. Line 7, measure number 2. 1 and 2 and 3E and 4E and. Again, slower. 1 and 2 and 3E and 4E and. Line 7, measure number 3. 1 and 2 and 3E and 4E and. All right, again, I'll do line 7, measure number 3. 1 and 2 and 3E and 4 and. Line number 7, measure number 4. 1 and 2E and 3 and 4 and. Line 7 again, measure number 4 again. 1 and 2E and 3 and 4 and. All right, line 8, measure number 1. 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and. Line 8, measure number 1, again. 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and. Line 8, measure number 2. 1E and 2E and 3 and 4 and. Line 8, measure number 3. 1 and 2 and 3E and 4E and. Line 8, measure number 3 again. 1 and 2 and 3E and 4E and. Line 8, measure number 4. 1E and 2E and 3E and 4. So that completes page 32, The Art of Drumming, Volume 1, Reading Text in 4/4. Now, I'm going to leave all my contact information underneath the video, and any feedback will really help if I should perhaps do it a little slower, break it down a little bit better, play the whole line complete, whatever the feedback may be. Also, I have my website, Live Online Lessons, and if you feel so inclined to purchase one of my publications, that is nice. I am offering a special. If you purchase 2 or more of my publications, I have 4. And if you go to the bottom of the page, you visit my website under Matt's Products, you'll see that there's a code that you could enter, and that will give you an additional 20% discount. In addition to that, what I'm also offering, if you do purchase 2 or more books, I will give you your choice whether you would like a one-on-one Skype lesson or a 1-month free pass to my live online lesson site. So with that being said, we're going to continue the next video to page 33. And I hope this has somewhat helped you. And we will see you next video.